Yeah, the first thing is just kind of wrapping up all the recruiting and everything as we're getting set and closer to fall, obviously. Just what's it been like going out and seeing so many of the familiar faces and trying to get kids to buy into the new regime at Carroll College?
Yeah, no, it's been fun. You know, the 2019 class is pretty much finished up. We got a couple more guys on the take there a little bit, and hopefully we can get them in as some transfer kids. And seeing one, you always kind of got to see who's open and who's willing to, make that transfer, when they make that decision. So have a little bit ready for that. And then we're just getting ready for the 2020 kids now. Again, the coaches are out, and, they flooded Montana pretty well. And, it was good. It was good to get out and see the old, guys I've coached against all these years here in Montana, and getting to know them again and seeing what kids. And there is a lot of turnover. It's amazing in coaching how many guys get in and then get out. But no, there's a lot of good Montana talent around, and it'll be fun to see. It's fun to see them live and developing those relationships.
For you personally, because I know that the first few weeks were just a whirlwind of trying to get everything taken care of, and then it was straight into spring ball. So being out on the recruiting trail, I mean, just what's it been like to rekindle some of those relationships? And you probably had them anyways at Idaho when there was guys that were that level, but now it's closer to home. We see a lot of those guys from Montana high school ball go to the Frontier Conference level.
Oh, for sure, and that's one of the things that's very fortunate. There's some place for a kid to play football. If he wants to play football, there's a level for him to do that. And maybe it's not at the, Cat and the Grizz, at that level, or at the Mountain West or the Pac-12, but there is a place for everybody to go play, somewhere if you want to play and you love the game and you want to be a part of it still. So that's fortunate, and that's fortunate for Montana and the surrounding areas to, be able to, have that opportunity. So, that part's pretty dang exciting. And so, yeah, no, it's been good to get back and, again, assess the talent that's around Montana.
You mentioned state track. When you go to these track meets, different coaches like to hang out on the shot put in the discus. Some are in at the high jump. What's that event you like to hang out at?
100. Yeah, we want to see. We need some speed. I think you can always recruit offensive linemen in speed, and so I want to see how these guys can run. I want to see them in a straight line, just running as fast as they can run, and so but there's athleticism to everything they do, and the biggest thing is see them out there compete and how they are competing, and how successful they are. That's where we love multi-sport athletes that know how to win, they know how to lose, and if you just play one sport and maybe you didn't know how to, maybe they were always really good, and all of a sudden you have some adversity and they don't know how to come back from that, or vice versa, and they always lose at one sport over and over and over, and they don't know how to, get through those tough times. And you do that on, every time you're out running 100, every time you're up the bat, in a baseball game, every time you're, on a free throw line taking a shot, you get those juices, you get those, that adrenaline, you get the butterflies, and you learn how to compete. And that's what we want. We want kids that want to compete and, go out and excel and be the best they can be.
For you personally, it's a two-part question, what's been the most natural thing transitioning to this, and then what's been the biggest challenge so far?
I think, I'd say more, the challenges of anything. I think that the town, it's home, that's been the biggest, the comfort factor, I guess, and seeing all the, the people that I've known here for the last, 51 years, I guess, and, it's just good to rekindle that old, friendship, and, some of those guys I haven't seen forever, and it's like we never, broke the communication. The hardest part is, getting the guys on staff, getting them ready, getting the 2019 kids, here, getting the recruiting trail going. The obstacles of when class, that I didn't realize it was that hard, and going at 5 o'clock in the morning and making sure our whole team is there. Really proud of our kids right now, man, our players, getting up that early. There wasn't anybody missing, and I'd say 99.9% of the kids are coming back, this fall. So, it shows that the spring ball went well. They're excited about the program. They're excited about the energy. They're excited about Carroll football and the coaching staff and their dedication towards it also. So each day is key, you got to get a year in. Once you get a year in, then you got a pretty good understanding of what's going to happen that next year at that time and what you need to do better. And so, so that's just, and then working with the budget and see bus costs and this and that, because there's some, that it doesn't add up with the pluses and minuses a little bit, like recruiting, travel, and this and that. But they'll get it all figured out, and Mr. Gross does a great job, and he's very, very supportive of all the athletics and football and to our staff also. So, and he's done an exceptional job there, and Dr. Sack the same way. It's just anything we need, they're doing their best to make it happen. And so no, it's been good. Just the new challenges and keep moving forward, and today's a new day. Just win the day. That's what we tell the guys. Win the day, and then control your effort, attitude, and toughness each day when you come in as a coach and as a player. And at the end of the day, look in the mirror and say, yeah, we got better today, or we got to reevaluate what we're doing and move forward in a different direction. But we always want to win the day.
Always changes. One of those new changes, those fun new things, the quarterback club at Carroll College, something that you're bringing in here with you. Kind of explain to people what it is, how they can get involved, and how it helps benefit the Carroll College football program.
Yeah, no, so the quarterback club has always been here. We have our founders, there was 23 members that was here before at their $1,000 membership, and that's what it was. And so I knocked it down to, there was a $1,000 membership and a $500 membership, and then a $250 for legacy. So if you were an old coach or an old player, and you want to help Carroll, but you don't have that financial, maybe you're not as old as I am, you know what I mean, where maybe it's a little bit easier. Some of these guys are pretty young, and so, but it still gives them an opportunity. They get a sideline pass as a legacy guy, and they can come back to all the games. I want all those guys to come back. The Coach Petrino era and the, Bandies, and even before that, and those coaches were great, and those. With Coach Petrino and Coach Van Dies, that was 48 years of players that we can bring in and be a part of it and get them here and get to see their old buddies and stuff again. So, and 250 isn't too bad to get the pass, and you get a hat and you get a few other things. But and then the 1K, you just every level you just get a little bit more recognition, a little bit more opportunity for support and tailgate spots and this and that that go along with it. But all that money goes into the program. That equipment. We bought a 5-man sled. There's a mod clock. There's some pop-up dummies they didn't have, and just regular dummies. Just everything that you need for practice to help these kids to excel and have the coaches have the tools to help our kids get to be the best they can be. And so that's where that money goes into right now. It's just everything just flooding into the equipment part of it and getting caught up, to where, and then every year we'll just have to do one of these instead of instead of all at one time. So there's an end zone camera that, it was really, all this stuff just for the tools of a coach and helping kids get better.
So obviously all that equipment, we know that's going to benefit them. Flip it around, and how you touched on a little bit with the legacy guys, how important it is to get them involved. What about just the community members? I mean, somebody comes in at $750 or $1,000. They're going to know they're helping, but it also gets them a little bit more involved with the program as well.
Oh, for sure. There are some, you'll get your weekly letter. You'll have your luncheons. You can go to your the lunches and learn about what we were trying to, the game, a recap of the game, and then what's coming up the next week, what we're looking for, and how we're going to, go against Western, go against Tech, and what are some things that we're going to be looking at, and then then just having that opportunity to be, there's a sideline pass for. You get 2, sideline passes, I think is what it is, for 2 games as a 1K'er, and then for 500 you get 1. And then, there's some tailgating going on, so there's a couple dates on there. There's a hotel room, so let's say you're coming out of town, you get a hotel room one night for free. And so that'll help the moms and dads that are coming in from maybe out of state, and you can use it on away games also. So if you wanted to travel with the team, there's an opportunity to have a hotel room built into that also. 1K club members will also have they'll get a Nike swag, and it'll say 1K on the back, and the founders will say founders on it, and then the 500 club will have a C on it, and then the legacy guys don't get a jacket, but they get the hat, which will say legacy on it. So so the recognition will be there, and the support, and there'll be a plaque outside of the office here with the name of being on the plaque as a 1K member, and that support is, like I said, every little bit helps, and everything's been, it's been phenomenal so far, and so we just want to keep building on that, keep growing on that, and any support is, or you can just hit donation. They can go there and hit donation of $1,000. They don't get any of the benefit stuff, but all that money goes in to the program and to these kids and to the players. And so, it's helmets, it's jerseys, it's all that.
If they want to sign up for this or learn more information, where do they go?
Yeah, go to carrollathletics.com. You can click on football and then click right on quarterback club, and it'll give you a shop menu, and it kind of shows everything that's you'll get as your reward or as your purchase, I guess, on half of it on what you will get out of the quarterback club, and then also the different levels and what you can contribute and how much, and even payment plans. Some people have just been doing $250 4 times and getting payment plans that way, but no, it's exciting, and it's a way to be involved, and it's a way to be, get back part of Carroll College, and if you haven't been there in a while, it'd be good to get you back as one of the founders, and if you're a new person, it'd be great to get you into the quarterback club and be a part of Carroll College. Carroll has given us so much as players, and getting the degree out of Carroll, and it's good to give something back and look back on the past and look at the pictures on the walls and the championships and the old camaraderie and the old buddies, and just being a part of something, it makes it very rewarding.
Chatted recruiting, chatted upcoming recruiting, kind of talked about spring ball a little bit and the quarterback club. What does the rest of the summer hold for you as you guys get closer and closer to August, 2 days firing up, and eventually, that first game of the Frontier Conference schedule?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. So we're going to, we have our kids out until about the 2nd or 3rd of June. And then they're going to come back getting jobs and making sure they're doing everything right on that end, and then we're going to go ahead and go early in the morning, probably 5:30, and the next group is 6:45. Get our lifting in, get our little bit of our some mat drill type situations in the mornings, and then you get the kids here and get them acclimated and get ready to go. We do have our June camps coming up. You can find all that stuff online also. Youth camps and 7-on-7s and big man camps and junior days, and those go into, some of those are all the way into July also. And then July is kind of when you can kind of take a little bit of a breath, and just get the kids lifting and keep working through that. And then August is right around the corner, man. We're going to be out there August 11th, and report date will be the 9th, and the 11th we're rolling, so it'll be good, it'll be exciting, and I'm just excited. The kids are excited, the coaches are excited, so it's just a real good buzz around here right now.
And that's all for Coach Purcell. What about Troy Purcell as well? You mentioned July's kind of that catch your breath. What's Troy Purcell going to be up to throughout the summer months when he has time? Yeah,
so we just got to still get the family here. We got Brooklyn and Krista will be. My daughter Brooklyn will graduate on June 8th out of Pullman High over there, and so it'll be good to get them here, get finished, moved into the house, and and all that stuff, and just the little things like that, and then hit the 4th of July, and then I think we're going to take a little family trip there, just kind of take a break there about the 2nd week of July, and then get back here and get ready to roll. So there really isn't a lot of time, but because you want to be great, you want to be good, and you want to give the kids the best opportunity to be successful, and so that's time. You got to put the time in and to be successful. And so they're gonna, so anyway, just keep working and moving forward, and just keep getting acclimated back to Helena and the people around the community, and the support that they have, which is exciting.